But dun 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 dun, we finally have the, oh boy, just dropped the book. We finally have and there it is in its all white colorway. Asics, good for the winter time, I guess, running in the snow. Oh, how we doing? Welcome back to the studio. Another day, another shoe, more testing. 2022. I'm still, yes, running in some 2021 shoes. It's just, whew, they just kept arriving, and I'm grateful. But we're slowly getting done with the 2021 running shoe lineup, transitioning fully into 2022, and that is what I'm holding right now, the Asics Gel-nimbus Lite 3, okay? And I'm going to compare the final score for this shoe to the Asics Gel-nimbus Lite 2 at the end. Also, huge day, big day in the studio. Finally, well, I'll just show you the box. I'm going to show you what's in here. It connects to running shoe testing in a big, big way. Here we go, a neutral road running shoe. Not twisting, okay? Not twisting as much as I frankly would hope, but that is okay. So it's not, it doesn't have a flock of geese across the screen today. We're looking at a 10mm drop, 25 in the heel, 15 in the forefoot, so a medium stack height, and frankly, I mean, that's pretty aggressive, 10mm, and you can feel it under step. And that heel, you see it's just kind of really built up there in the heel, a lot of girth to it, and pretty soon I'll be testing the Gel-nimbus 24, so stay tuned for that review. But right now, I'm feeling a lot of material here in the heel, and I'm not sure I love that approach, but I'll come back to that in a minute. Here we go, weight on your screen, women's size 8, men's size 9. Let me just fire up the scale real quick. In my size, we are looking at, I believe, like 8.7. This is saying 8.5. I think I had 8.7 over there. One thing I'm gonna do better. Just so you know, left shoes and right shoes can weigh different. Just a little bit. Usually it's not drastic, but so I'm going to do my best always to weigh the right shoe and just be consistent in that way because I may have weighed the left shoe over there, which maybe that one weighed 8.7. Upper, we're looking at a lightweight technical mesh made up of interesting 60% recycled polyester. How they're doing that process, I'm not exactly sure, but I will say I'm adjusting to the tongue, okay? I don't even know how to describe it because it's kind of new. It's very flexible. Look at it, see how I'm pulling on that right there? It is gusseted, and I'm gonna say semi-gusseted, not quite fully gusseted, but man, in the 50-mile testing, by the way, there's the mileage on your screen. I guess I'm so stuck in my old ways of just a traditional tongue that you can kind of move around a little bit more on the top of the foot. This tongue is very thin and it's very, very flexible. Again, I'm at a loss of words as far as how to describe it, but it wasn't bad, but I didn't quite get used to it in the 50 miles of testing. We're looking at a plush collar, plush heel counter, plush heel tab. Loving that. Very comfortable and a pretty stout heel counter there. Actually very stout, okay? So I felt great in the lockdown. And by the way, there is the lockdown. The lockdown over the top of the foot, standard, but the pocket was solid. Great job there. Asics overall score, 7.5 out of 10. And not the highest on the breathability scale, but for the winter time, that's actually a good thing. You know what I mean? Midsole, we're looking at a flight foam and gel combination in that midsole. It is an eco version friendly. You know, I think they're really going for sustainability in the construction of the shoe. And oh, this is the moment. Okay, well, here's the ride and energy return, just so you know. Again, it wasn't jumping out at me, okay? And okay, so we're doing the durometer. Buckle up, everybody. Considering that 25, I wanted a little more. It's not bad, and who knows, maybe it's the winter months and it's cold out. Maybe the midsole isn't quite reacting well enough. It's not bad, but I was yearning just for a little more forgiveness under step, considering I would be using this mostly for an easy day. But dun 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 dun, we finally have the, oh boy, just dropped the book. We finally have the durometer, official correct type of durometer scale, okay? This has been a long time coming, everybody. This is not a really high-end durometer measure scale. Shore A is what it's called. And I bought the wrong one last year. We finally have the correct one. Hold on. Okay, here we go. You ready for this? Turn on your ears. Here we go. A little lesson today. Durometer is a measurement of how firm or soft the foam is. Durometer measures the foam's resistance to surface penetration. Lower numbers indicate softer, more flexible materials, while higher numbers indicate harder materials. For EVA foam, a durometer reading of density of 25, they say degrees here, but don't think like Fahrenheit or Celsius. Reading of density of 25 is okay for the upper padding, but way too soft for the midsole. So bottom line, we finally have the correct one for midsole foams. You ready for this? 34.5 for the midsole. Now for the outsole, it's a little different, okay? 55, which makes sense because the outsole rubber is, you know, well, I shouldn't say always, but should be a little more dense, a little more durable. So just remember that number. Hold on, let me find the right, there we go. 33, what did I say, 34? So this is saying 33 right here. So let's just grab a random one. Let's take the mock. All right, let's take the mock. Okay, so listen, we're just trying to be as accurate, I almost said aggressive, accurate as possible in the running shoe testing for all of you, okay? So over time, we're gonna be able to track all of these numbers and really get you some good information on the midsole foam. So rather than me just doing the thumb test, which I enjoy doing, now it will get also a little precarious when there's dual density foams, you know, Mach 4, here we go. But at least on the exposed, oh man, I might have to do 2 here, but at least on the exposed outsole, so 37.5, so a little more dense than the, but then let's go into the other material, 34, okay, for that, what is this, the ProFly midsole material here in the middle. Let's just take one more. I know this is not the focus of today's vlog, but okay, let's take the Endorphin Speed 2, okay? Oh man, this is gonna be fascinating, okay, so 28, so softer. Oh, that's probably why I love this shoe so much, the Endorphin Speed 2 from SAUCONY. Oh, it's time, everybody. We are now ready to rock and roll with the durometer score. So there is my overall score for the midsole. I do think it's going to go the distance, which is why the durability of the midsole is driving the score up. Outsole, Asics light rubber, okay. Flex grooves under the forefoot, which I love a lot. I actually think the outsole is pretty spot on. I felt good grip, and I was testing it in the last 3 weeks in some ice and snow, so that's good. And fit, true to size, no issues there. Yeah, no issues through the forefoot or the midfoot. And again, that lockdown was awesome. Awesome comfort. Again, the comfort is I want a little more under step. The upper solid. Good comfort, but I want just a little more for me under step, and who knows, maybe it's because I'm running on so much concrete and pavement in these winter months. Keep that in mind. Positive is that durability drawback, just a little more bounce in the midsole. Okay, durability prediction. I'm gonna go the distance. I think I am seeing 0 wear and tear after 50 miles. 600 might be a little aggressive, but I did put it at 600. Maybe it's closer to that 450 to 550 range, but I think it's gonna go quite a ways for all of you. The Gel-Nimbus Lite 3, here we go. How will I use this shoe? Just a classic daily trainer. Just a little on the heavy side for, let's say, a tempo day. Who is it best for? If you wanna buy one shoe to knock out like a quarter of your training or maybe even half of your training for 2022, just one shoe that's gonna be high durability and good, just like good build quality. You know, that's what I think Asics is often known for. I think Asics and Mizuno. So there you go for who is it best for. Price point, oh man, $160, that's tough. That's tough for a daily trainer, okay? I would love that to be at least at 140. 160, I'm not sure what they're thinking. Maybe it's I don't know if it's the materials and sourcing the materials, if that's driving the cost up. Maybe it's 2022 and inflation, who knows? I'm not sure what's going on, but 160 that's quite a bit. So there is my score for you. Other shoes to buy. If you can get your hands on the Gel-Nimbus Lite 2, I would actually lean in that direction. I really would, because my final score for the Asics Gel-Nimbus Lite 2 actually beat out my score for the Asics Gel-Nimbus Lite 3. I'll put it on the screen here in a minute, but there's a couple shoes for you to consider buying that I'm putting into a similar category. All right, Asics Gel-Nimbus Lite 3, full review, quick specs on your screen, 10mm drop, all right. Upper lightweight technical mesh, at flight foam and gel, and then that $160 price point. So 6.95 for the 50-mile full review score. Didn't break into the sevens and was beat out by the Asics Gel-Nimbus Lite 2 by about a half a point, essentially. All right, so I personally would probably pick up the Asics Gel-Nimbus Lite 2 if you can find it. You might not be able to find it at this point, but it might be on sale, okay? If it is, I'll link to it down below in the description. All right, there you go. Not bad, not bad. Not in the sevens. Yeah, it's not bad for a daily trainer, okay? That's my conclusion on it. Here we go, comment of the day, Michael Dominic, Puma. They came out and, oh yeah, this is asking about the running shoe company of the year. Or maybe it was the running shoe company that made the biggest splash in 2021. Puma, they came out of nowhere and really impressed me. The Liberate, Velocity, Deviate Nitro, and Deviate Nitro Elite. Oh my. Can't wait for the newer versions to come out. New Balance also killed it. Michael Dominic, you get the comment of the day. Thank you, sir, for chiming in. And here we go, question of the day. What is your favorite month of the year and why? All right, mine is not January, but that's okay. Mine's gotta be probably like June. I just love the summer starts. Anyway, what's your favorite month of the year and why? All right, thanks for tuning in. We will pass it to, you know what, the Gel-Nimbus Lite 2. Right there. Asics Gel-Nimbus Lite 2, full review, right there. All right, seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.